I'm joined by Cliodhna O'Connor in Croke Park today to look at the two matches in the TG4 All-Ireland quarter-finals that take place in Birr this Saturday. Cliodhna, we're going to start with Cork versus Cavan. We're looking through the Cork team. There's a lot of names that just roll off the tongue there.
Yeah, as always, there's plenty of experience in the Cork team. It's one of their greatest strengths. They've so many players who've been there and done that. So, much like every year, it's going to be a big challenge for people to overturn them, I think.
And when you're talking about experience in Cork's team, and you have to look at their midfield pairing, it's Rena and Breach, it's the usual two.
Yeah, Rena and Breach in the middle of the field, they've been a phenomenal partnership over the last number of years, and I think that's going to be a challenge for Cavan. It's going to be a challenge for any team that meets them this year in terms of can they counteract that midfield strength.
Cavan's strength is probably their full forwards in Aisling Doonan. She's going to face Breed Stack. In front of Breed Stack is Deirdre O'Reilly. I mean, that's a big, tall order.
Yeah, I mean, Deirdre and Breed work very well together. They kind of have that very strong spine. So it'll be a big challenge for Aisling Doonan inside whether she can get the scores that they're going to need. Part of it will be also whether the ball gets into her. So she'll be relying on her midfielders, Donna English and Rosie Crowe, to see if they'll have their hands full with Rena and Breed as well. So it'll be up to them to try and get the ball into Aisling Doonan so she can get the scores required.
If you're looking at Cork, haven't seen the way they've played all year. They won the league. They stuttered to a start in the league. Then they really hit the ground and started running. But a lot of that was built on the success of Orla Finn at corner forward.
Yeah, Orla Finn has come to life really, you know, in the last couple of seasons for Cork. She's now their free taker. She's very dynamic. She's, you know, an attacking forward, very threatening forward. So she's now maybe filling a gap that Valerie has left since she retired. So she's going to be your leader in the full forward line. And it's interesting actually when you look at the 13 and 14. You've Libby Coppinger and Hannah Looney. So they're two new players really. So I think it's exciting to see what these new players are going to bring to the team.
And of course, Cork have plenty of experience on the bench as well. They're a very strong panel.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 30 players there that probably can all play on Saturday. So if somebody isn't performing or if something isn't going well, Aoife will have plenty of options as who can take their spot.
Moving over to Cavan, we would expect Conor Barry, who's their manager, to maybe look at setting up to stifle the Cork attack a little bit.
Yeah, often people go for the more defensive approach when they're playing Cork, which is necessary in some regard, but I think if you go overly defensive, you're just inviting them on and you end up getting players behind the ball, but sometimes those players aren't doing anything. They're not really making tackles, you're not getting turnovers, you're just dragging your own team back. So I think it will be important for Cavan and Conor to make that, or to find that balance between shoring up the defence but not sitting back and letting the game pass them by as such.
And when they do get the opportunity to attack, we've mentioned Aisling Doonan already, but Roisin O'Keefe as well there is another very important player. They'll have to take every chance that comes their way. Yeah,
I think Aisling and Roisin are going to have to work together. Neither of them will be able to do it on their own. And let's be honest, there's another 4 forwards there as well, but I think people will look to those two players to lead the attack for Cavan. I think, as you said, they'll need to take every chance they get.
12:30 is throw-in time. It's live on TG4. Cliodhna, who's going to win it?
You'd love to say Cavan, but unfortunately, I think I'll be betting with Cork.
But you would hope that Cavan will really put it up to them.
Yeah, you want to see Cavan going out there and giving it 100% and just throwing everything at Cork, and they've nothing to lose.
If they do win, it would be one of the most famous upsets of all time. That's surely a big motivator.
That'd be fantastic. If you're the team to put Cork out of the championship, you know, it'd be a massive achievement for Cavan.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Cliodhna.